All right, good morning, Carvers Bay High School Bears. How you guys doing this morning? Oh, come on. Are you guys still sleeping this morning? It's Friday. How are you doing this morning? There we go. A little better. Well, I'm very excited to be with you this morning. My name is Megan Miller, and I am the 10 and 11 o'clock news anchor at WBTW News 13. I know, yeah, good TV. Good TV. Good job. All right, I'm super excited to be here with you this morning to help launch the SC Future Makers Initiative in Georgetown. This is certainly something that I hope you guys will take advantage of, because us old people and us grown-ups, we wish we had this kind of stuff back when we were in high school and your age. Now, powered by STEM Premier, South Carolina's Future Makers mission is to increase the skilled workforce pipeline entering advanced manufacturing and technical related careers. STEM Premier is a free online platform that connects you, the students, ages 13 and over, to colleges, companies, and also organizations looking to connect with the next generation of STEM talent in our area and next generation of talent in the STEM fields. Now, students like you guys sign up, you build your digital platform, and then you showcase your skills and talents on that and get directly connected to opportunities in higher education and also the workforce. Basically, this is just a virtual hub that brings everybody together in one easy place. Through partnerships with multiple school districts, like the Georgetown County School District, the Future Makers Initiative is reaching young persons just like you guys out there, parents, and also your educators, to inform the audiences of the opportunities, the incredibly rewarding careers, and proper education pathways to earn skills necessary to succeed in a technical career. Sounds pretty easy, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Yeah. Making sure you guys are still awake out there. Well, the public-private effort was created in response to the growing workforce challenges facing some manufacturers and other companies in related fields in recruiting skilled and talented associates, because you want to be prepared for your job, correct? You want to succeed at your job so you can provide for your family, correct? Yes. All right, this is going to make that all happen for you. Now, you guys are really going to enjoy learning about the program today and being part of the initiative. And trust me when I say it is going to have a very big impact on your future and also your life. It'll connect all of those dots to more opportunity here at home and across the state. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Celeste Pringle, Georgetown County Schools Deputy Superintendent, to make a few remarks.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I'm going to let you get away with that this morning, but you normally give me a more hearty welcome than that. Oh, hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. On behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Randy Dozier, and I actually thought Dr. Dozier was not going to be here first thing this morning, and so I said, okay, put me on the agenda, and I turned around and there he is, as handsome as ever in his blue suit. And here I stand, But anyway, now you got a double portion of support and greatness and all of that other stuff. On behalf of Dr. Dozier, our superintendent, our board of trustees, Mr. Jim Dunn, president, chairman, Dr. Arthur Lance, vice chair. We do have a board member in the audience this morning, Mrs. Johnson. Would we wave to us, Ms. Johnson? Thank them for their support and all of the efforts that we provide for young people in the school district. We'd like to welcome and thank our business partners who are here, our friends from United Way I see in the audience. Thank you guys for being here as well. To our parents who are here, thank you so much for being here with us. My friend, Brother Kinlaw in the back, a retired service person and community supporter. To each of you here this morning, thank you so much for the part that you play in assisting us as we provide opportunities, quality opportunities for our students. On every team, you need a strong quarterback. And I'm not saying that's why we are not going to the playoffs, because we don't have to call a strong quarterback. I'm just saying in every team, you have to have a strong quarterback. And Eileen Catanay is someplace in the audience. sometimes when we see Eileen coming, we want to go the other way because she has some excitement with her. Did you hear about this? Did you hear about this? Did you see this? And we're thinking, no, yeah. But we thank her for not only seeking out opportunities for you young folk, but for seeing that it happens. It's not hard to get Mr. Neal, especially if he's going to be the first in something positive, he wants it. So hats off to Mr. Neal and his super staff here this morning. I will tell you that he lives and breathes Carvers Bay High School. So when Mrs. Patnay approached him, it really wasn't hard. A very good team working this. So Ms. Patnay, thank you for all that you do in helping us provide for our students. Staff members who are here, would you stand this morning, please, so that we can recognize you? Thank you so much for supporting your administrative staff in these initiatives. It doesn't happen with one person saying this is going to happen. Actually, the superintendent does not micromanage. He allows you to choose to say yes or no. Sometimes he'll say, oh, go out there and talk to them. They really need to do this. But usually, we don't micromanage. So thank you for supporting your administrative team. We can't provide all of these opportunities for young people without parents, the community, business and industry, schools, all of us working together. So together, everyone achieves more. Thank you for the team. Thank you for being here this morning. And young folks, stay close to Megan. You'll be on TV perhaps this afternoon. Now, I'm gonna stay away from Megan because I'm the smart one in the group. Dr. Dose is the handsome one, so he'll stay close to Megan. Thank you again for being here this morning. And Megan, thank you for being here with us.
Dr. Pringle, don't worry about that. All right, you guys ready to move on? Yeah. Keep the morning moving? All right. Well, MERCOM is a really great corporate citizen for the Grand Strand area and really just our entire state of South Carolina. The last event I actually emceed was the day that MERCOM announced that it was expanding and bringing more jobs to our areas. So it's very exciting to see this company grow in our area. It's a technology company. Again, it is growing right here in our area and doing some amazing projects that maybe someday you would want to be a part of. So now I'd like to welcome Courtney Newman, Human Resource Director of MERCOM, to give some insight about the company and also some of the talent that they're looking for.
Good morning. How are you guys doing today? Good. I'm so excited to be here with you at Carvers Bay. It's actually my first time visiting, so thank you for having me. Like Megan said, my name is Courtney Newman, and I'm the Director of Human Resources at MERCOM Corporation. A little show of hands, who's heard of MERCOM before today? Okay, we got a few. Okay, that's great. That's okay. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about us. So, MERCOM is an IT solutions company, and we're headquartered just down the road from you guys in Pawleys Island. We support mission-critical operations for our clients by providing all different types of innovative technical solutions to help them drive their business and drive their respective missions forward. For MERCOM, who predominantly supports federal government agencies, it would be very easy for us to co-locate in Washington, D.C., where so many other companies are who support federal business. However, we have our roots right here in town. We love this place that we call home, Georgetown County, South Carolina, just like all of you guys. We love this community. We love the people that make up this community and the quality of life that it provides for us and for our families. So that's why we're committed to growing right here in South Carolina. And growing is something that we're doing quite a bit of right now. MERCOM is currently investing in a new facility in Pawleys Island, just like Megan said. And we are going to be building a technology park as well. So our plan is for MERCOM to serve as an anchor in this technology park, to invite other companies to join in this technology park, and to foster the local STEM community for our region. STEM talent is very hard to come by, so we know that we are up against quite a challenge in our industry, and especially from my perspective as a human resources professional. There is no task more difficult or more important for a growing business than finding the right talent to fill your open positions and grow your company. So that's why we need you guys. That's where you guys come in. We need more students like you who are choosing science, technology, engineering, and mathematics curriculums at a young age and carrying those forward into your careers. It's truly the future of the American workforce, and it's the future of the workforce within our community. So I'm so happy about STEM Premier and South Carolina Future Makers and this initiative and their involvement. Thank you to Georgetown County for your involvement and being that bridge between the employers and the future talent and future workforce of our community and so many other communities. I'm so excited to see what's to come for all of us. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks so much, Courtney. You guys ready for Principal Neal?
No.
Or you're gonna hurt his feelings on this Friday. I feel like some of you are gonna be in his office for saying no. All right, let's get Principal Neal up here on stage now. Let's throw a round of applause before we kick off the demonstration of the SC Future Makers and STEM Premier program.
Okay, guys, I got you on camera, on video, so I'll be saying again, thank you all so much for coming out this morning. Thank you, Megan, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to moderate this important program for Carvers Bay High School, but not just for Carvers Bay High School, but for the entire Georgetown County School District. And thank you, Arlene, for always being an ally for Carvers Bay High School, but all the schools in Horry County, Williamsburg, and Georgetown County schools. We really appreciate you. And to our guests, please, we welcome you here at Carvers Bay High School again. You're always welcome back to visit school, tour the school, and please share anything that you feel we need to be doing to improve the quality of life of our students and prepare them for the workforce. Again, Carvers Bay High School is extremely proud to partner with South Carolina Future Makers in making STEM Premier a living network for all our students here at Carvers Bay High School. And truly is a living network, because this is something these kids, these young people will take on with them for the remainder of their lives. STEM Premier directly links us to our objective and goals here in Carvers Bay High School as in our STEM classes, including along with Project Lead the Way curriculum that are being offered to all our students starting in the 9th grade and continues throughout their senior year. Each student in the 9th grade start with STEM Research 1 and moving on to STEM Research 2, introducing them to some fundamentals of application, of practical application versus your traditional research classes. They're actually utilizing robotics, engineering, Google Apps, other type of research areas that are non-traditional to the way we used to doing business in the past. Now with STEM Premier, we can electronically communicate this to any organization anywhere in the world. It's almost like connecting with the federal government in a country throughout the world. If you notice recently, India, other countries began asking us what can we do about sending engineers or workers to their country to build their fighter jets, etc. So this, young people, this is your opportunity to travel throughout the world and link yourself now with STEM Premier and others accessing that information and making it available to you. Again, thank you all so much for coming out. Thank you to our board members for giving us the opportunity, Dr. Dozier, Dr. Pringle, in order to pilot the program here at Carvers Bay High School. Again, thank you.
This is giving just a brief overview of this whole thing. And we're going to show you what to go do, and it's actually going to mean something. So one of the things, before we jump into it, Shay, you want to introduce yourself just a little bit, state who you are, who you're with?
Absolutely. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. TGIF, number 1, all right? It's here for Friday, last day of school. Yeah. That's what it was. That's wrong. It's both Principal Neal and Friday. So my name is Shay Ty. I'm the National Director of Engagement for a company out of Charleston, South Carolina called STEM Premier. And what you're going to see in a little bit after James and I speak to you about what the South Carolina Future Makers is all about, we're going to show you what this platform is. And when we see it, I want you all to think about the way you all use social media and how you portray yourself and how you kind of build your digital presence online. So we're going to learn more about that and talk to you about how you showcase yourself, showcase the talent here in the Georgetown region, and then ultimately connect with the opportunities, not only in your own backyard, but seeing what's available out across the country. So a little background about STEM Premier. We're about 2.5 years old. Started in Goose Creek High School and Somerville High School. Don't know if you're familiar with those schools. They're in the Charleston area. And now we've since grown over 15,000 high schools in all 50 states. Hundreds of thousands of students are on STEM Premier currently showcasing their skills and battling it out for those spots in the college and industry, both 2-year and 4-year. So again, we're going to show you what all that's about. Pretty exciting stuff. And I'm going to hand it back over to Mr. James Richter.
So anyway, as I said a little bit earlier, I work for an organization called Manufacturers Alliance. Those are manufacturers that are involved in it, obviously. So what's happening is there's tremendous amount of investment that's coming into the state. These folks are looking for talent. And the interesting thing about it is they'll pay you a good wage, they'll also pay for your college attention. But the whole thing is you got to find those opportunities, connect with it. So we created this whole thing called Future Makers with the idea of let's show what's out there to make the future better. And so show the video just real fast, and we'll go through a few more things. I'll put there.
He's ready for a video.
All right.
I am.
What makes South Carolina great? Our world-class advanced manufacturing and technology, creating a strong industrial base where we make and trade products used all over the world. What South Carolina makes South Carolina great. But there's another side to this story. Our people. Great advancements in technology wouldn't be possible without the great people behind them, the Future Makers. We had the opportunity to get to know some of South Carolina's own and see what steps they took in education and training to find their passion. Take the next step with us and become a South Carolina Future Maker.
Does anyone know who that woman was in the video? Governor Haley, that's right.
Yeah, soon to be ambassador. But scroll down just a little bit more. We profiled a number of folks in these videos. One of them is a parent of a student here, Latika. And it's a great story. It's an idea behind it where she went to support her family, went to school, found out about that opportunity at Boeing, just changed her life. And that's a great story. But the whole thing about it was these are folks that discovered a connection, they connected with that, and they got seen. And that's what this whole effort is about. So the first step in all of this is a really cool platform called STEM Premier. It's got scholarships, it's got all types of information about companies, colleges. They can find you, you can go and showcase yourself. And so what we're about to do here of connecting businesses and colleges with you guys has never been done before in the nation. So really take a look at what he's going to showcase today. You're going to go back and create profiles. And really, it's one of these types of things, if you take advantage of what's in front of you, this could actually mean something for you in the very near future. So I'm going to turn it back over to Shay.
Thank you, James. Hey, let's all hear from Mr. James Richter. He works really hard. He's actually coming down to I think he's getting sick, so that's all. Hope he's okay. We're praying for you, James. Okay, so before I get started, I have a couple questions for all of you. Actually, probably 3 or 4, so y'all bear with me. I want to get to know you a little bit better. Okay, first question. How many of you are seniors in the crowd? Oh, yeah. Senior year. I don't know what that means. Okay, juniors. Any juniors in the crowd? Yeah. Okay. Almost there. Okay, so sophomores? Oh, a few sophomores. That's great. All right. Where are the babies? Where are the freshmen? Yeah. Oh, but large in numbers. But large in numbers. Awesome. Okay, so now that I got an idea of who I'm speaking with, because this applies to every single one of you. The second question is, and now I want to be honest here. How many of you use social media? Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all that stuff? I don't see all the hands, and that means half of you are liars right now. Right. I'm gonna give you a fun fact here. Did you know that over 65% of post-secondary institutions, that means a 2-year college, 4-year college, they actually look at your social media as part of the decision they make to accept you into their college or not. 65%, that's crazy. So my question to you is, how comfortable are you with your footprint in social media? Do you think it portrays, your skills, your talents, who you are, basically the best version of yourself? Do you think so? No? I heard it. We're saying we heard a bunch of no's, kind of make our thing flow correctly. So the answer and I can answer for myself. The answer was heck no. I use social media to connect with my friends and talk about what I'm going to do on Friday night and take pictures of my food. I didn't do that. That's just a good example of it. But that's how social media is used. But you know what? Us grown-ups, and y'all are going to be there really soon. We have a platform called LinkedIn. All right. Anyone here ever heard of LinkedIn? This is always a fun question. Straight, show me your hands. How many of you have seen LinkedIn? All right, maybe like 5 or 6. Yeah, that's also a really interesting thing to hear about, right? So, LinkedIn, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's a platform that allows us to showcase our skills, talents, and abilities and connect with industries that want to hire us, that want to say, hey, we love your skills and abilities. We want you to come work for our company. So we realized that the next generation doesn't have that. Where's your platform to get seen at an earlier age? But hey, we figured out a demographic that's your age that does have a platform to get seen and get discovered as early as 7th and 8th grade sometimes. And that is the world of sports, right? Show of hands, who's an athlete in the room? Oh yeah, we got tons of athletes. Fantastic. Now, anyone here have any aspirations to play a sport at the collegiate level? Quite a few of you. Who here has experienced the being recruited, being contacted by a college saying, hey, we love your skills, we want you to come play for us? All right, just make a cool, yeah or nay. Was that a fun experience? Was that cool being discovered and recognized for your skills? Yeah. Y'all are ridiculous. The answer is yes. It's a cool experience, right? It's an experience very few people get to have when they're at secondary level, in high school. So what we wanted to do is we know the talent's here, especially here in Carvers Bay High. You know exactly why we're here today? Okay, here's why we're here today. So when we started SC Future Makers, we're working with districts across the state, select districts, ones that we knew where the talent really was. And one of the districts that came up was Georgetown School District. And everyone kept coming up to us and saying, this is where the talent is. We got a lot of great kids and they're super talented. We need a way to show them off. And so we said, all right, cool, that's a great idea. Which school do you want to start with? Which one do you want to go with first? And resounding answer was Carvers Bay High School. Yeah, well, give yourself a round of applause. That's really cool. That's really cool. And also, the reason that you're so awesome, by the way, is because of your faculty, the staff, everyone here at your school. So give them a round of applause for making you so awesome. That's a fact. So, what this platform is going to allow you to do, is going to allow you to sign up. Just like you build a Facebook profile, right? It's super easy. But instead of talking about, again, where you're going to be on Friday and reading a news feed about some, biased political view, this is something that allows you to showcase your skills, your talents, your abilities, and everything that you're doing, academically, technically, professionally. It really becomes your professional digital footprint online to where now you have a presence on there showcasing the best of yourself. And then on the other side, we're allowing colleges and companies for the first time ever to reach out to you, to view your profile, find whatever they're looking for. Maybe it's your GPA that hits the radar. Maybe it's a skill you have that hits the radar. Maybe it's a video you added that, again, hit the radar and said, this student has the ability or has the potential and has the skill that we're looking for. They can view your profile and they can send you a direct message to start a conversation. Just like a college coach can send a message to anyone they're recruiting out of high school saying, hey, we love your skills and abilities, we want you to come play for us. Now these colleges and companies have the ability to say, hey, we love your skills and abilities in your project lead the way courses, in your welding class, in your CAD drafting. We saw you're well-rounded. You have an internship. You have a part-time job while you're going to school. You're even an athlete while you're a student. You're a student athlete. You're in band. Something about you is going to hit the radar because it's more than just grades and test scores now. It's a whole holistic view of yourself. So this allows you to showcase yourself and do that, and allows you to showcase yourself and get out there in an ecosystem where they can find you. So, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you how a student like you is going to use STEM Premier and kind of build your digital presence. And then I'm gonna show you how a college or company would find you on STEM Premier. And just so you know, we are a nationwide platform. This is not just South Carolina. So we do have colleges, both 2-year and 4-year. Horry Georgetown Technical College is on STEM Premier. Clemson University is on STEM Premier, just to name a few. But we also have schools outside of the state, as far as California, Texas, Pennsylvania. So this is something that once you join, not only is your exposure in South Carolina greatly increased, but now you have exposure to opportunities across the country. Anyone heard of Boeing? How about BMW? How about Toyota? How about Cummins? Everyone's heard of all of them, right? They're all using STEM Premier to identify talent, and they want to find you earlier. So that's an ecosystem you're going into. So, with that being said, who's ready for the show? Yeah, y'all ready to go? I know we waited a little long time. I kind of was a little overwinded there. So who's ready to start? All right, you gotta be loud. You gotta be loud for me to keep going. I said you've gotta be loud for me to keep going. That'll do, I guess. All right, so let's sign in as if we're a student on STEM Premier. Let's do this. I know this is like anticlimactic, so forgive me. It means this is not exciting. This part's boring. All right, here we go. All right, so when you join STEM Premier, which all of you are going to do, and if you have something already online that's showcasing your skill, just link it to STEM Premier. Anyone reviewing the profile can click on it and then check it out themselves and learn more. So the idea is to bring everything you're doing into one spot. This is pretty cool. This is called the College Tracker. So this is a little different. What's happening here is this allows you to track the colleges you're interested in, applied to, accepted to, and committed to. So what this is doing two things. The first thing is it's showcasing where your head's at as far as where you want to go, if you want to go to college or tech school. But also it's acting as a matchmaker. So if any of those colleges are on STEM Premier, they can actually find you based on the interest in their school, or they can find you based on an interest in a competitor's school. So if I'm Horry Georgetown Technical College and I see a student that I know is a great fit for our school, we got awesome programs, but they haven't put me on their college tracker, I can reach out to them and say, hey, you know what, you may not have heard of us, here's what we have to offer you. So it's a way to get yourself out there and start hitting the radar of these colleges and companies, again, earlier. You can also pick a next steps badge, and what this is a broad indicator of what you think your next step is going to be after high school. You can choose one of 4 badges. You can say, I want to go to college, I want to go to tech school or community college, I've had about as much education as I can stand. I'm ready to go into the workforce and make some money. Or I'm thinking about joining the military. So you can choose one of those 4 badges and it's going to show up in the top of their profile just like this. And anyone who's searching for you can find you based on your next steps. Scrolling down even further, after the college tracker, you can showcase your intended major. And also, again, your test scores and even courses and the grades you're earning in those courses. So again, everything you're doing, it all matters. Get it on the profile, organize it, keep it updated. Because this is something you take from high school into college, into career. It's something you can use, take with you. It's mobile, we have a mobile app, things like that. This is all the stuff that you should be doing. You can even have student files. So this is kind of cool. So what you can do here is, if you have a project, if you have a letter of recommendation, if you have anything that you know is a really cool, way to showcase yourself, but it's not coming across readily in maybe a grade or a test score, get it on there as a file. You can choose from your computer or your laptop or whatever, or you can choose from Google Drive. So if you're on the cloud with Dropbox, Google Drive, anything like that, you can start tying your files into there as well and showcasing that part of yourself. And now going up to the video portion. Now, the video portion is really important to me. And I think a lot of adults will agree that they wish they had this type of way to showcase themselves when they're in high school, because there's a lot of stuff that we do that doesn't come across in these blue boxes up here that really shows a pretty awesome skill. Me personally in high school, I was not a good student. Very, very true statement. Didn't really apply myself much, didn't get involved extracurricular-wise, and I felt the pain badly when I started applying for colleges. No one wanted me because I didn't have anything to showcase. It was pathetic, to be honest with you. And I was mad at myself, but you know what? No one told me it was important. So I wish I had that. But there's some stuff that I did that if I had on video, I know it would have probably separated myself. And one of the things I could do well was speak in front of people. I was very comfortable with public speaking, so much so that I was on the debate team. And I didn't do it because I thought, oh, this is going to get me into a good college, and I didn't do it for that. I did it because I enjoyed it. And I was passionate about it. I really liked it. And they said, hey, Shay, you use a lot of hand gestures. Maybe you should think about public speaking. And I said, all right, sounds good. That sounds so true. But you know what? I never got it on video. I never got any of my debates, my competitions, anything on video. So really, the only thing I could say on my resume was, I was on the debate team. You know what? And it didn't stick out the way actually seeing me at a podium and arguing my case. They didn't see that. But if I could show them, maybe that's enough to get my foot in the door of an opportunity that may otherwise would have passed me over. So the video portion allows you to do two things. You can add an interview video, which essentially our students are turning their phone around and just introducing themselves, showcasing their personality, their soft skills, their poise, their eloquence, how they talk, who they are. Because that's just as important as, again, these blue boxes up here, these activities. It's you as a person. Colleges and companies are looking for, are you going to be a good fit culturally for them? They want to see your personality. So this is like providing that first interview on your profile right alongside everything else you're doing. The other videos you can add are extracurricular videos. And this is anything from whether you are involved in a robotics team, or if you can sing, if you're in the band. If you are an athlete, you've got your athletic skills on video, add it up there. So now they can see everything about yourself, that you're well-rounded, you're involved in a lot of different stuff. You can also add volunteer work, and this is great for technical skills as well. If you're in welding, mechatronics, HVAC, automotive, I think you all agree with me that you got to see that talent to really understand it. If you can take apart a car engine and put it back together in 2 days, at this age, I'm telling you, there's a lot of companies we're working with that want you and they want to pay you a lot of money. So, again, the video portion, extremely important. You can also request digital badges on STEM Premier. And what these are, is this is where kind of certifications are going. Show of hands, who here has ever gotten us like a certificate, like a piece of paper saying, so-and-so has hereby won this award for so-and-so. Yeah, you know you have one. So what this is it's a digital version of that. It's these badges on STEM Premier, if you request them, they have to be awarded by the actual organization that hosts the badge. For example, the ACT Work Keys. We are partnered with ACT, and they want you to be able to showcase your Work Keys score by way of this digital badge. So if you earn, say, the ACT Work Keys bronze level, you can request the bronze level badge, and anyone who's looking for Work Keys scores as part of their criteria for talent, you will show up on the radar, and if they see this badge, it means it is officially verified by ACT themselves. And I can click on it, and I can learn exactly what that badge means, and what it means to earn the badge, a summary of ACT Work Keys, and who is awarded by. So, how does a student share this profile? How does it get seen? Well, there's a couple ways. The first way, colleges and companies come on the other side of STEM Premier, search for students based on what they're looking for. For example, let's say I'm Tidelands Health or MERCOM. MERCOM probably is going to be looking for, pre-engineering, computer science interests, things like that. Tidelands Health is probably looking for maybe, medical interests, nursing, things like that. So you have those on your profile, they'll be able to identify you easier. But let's say you want to get your profile out there yourself. You've built a good profile, you want to take it out there, be proactive, and really kind of, market yourself. You can share your profile. The first thing you can do is export to PDF. Now, going back to those people we talked about with the resume, right? Again, show of hands, who here's built a resume before? Okay, so I'm sorry what I'm about to show you, but for everyone who's not built a resume, if you build your profile, you can export it to a digital resume, and it comes out just like this. So you have a resume ready to go, you don't have to go to Microsoft Word, you don't have to remember what you've been doing the past 4 years. As long as you keep your profile updated, you can export to PDF, have an instant resume you can print out. That's pretty sweet, I don't care who you are. The second thing you can do is you can create a link. So what this allows you to do is maybe you don't want to share your profile as a printed version, you want to share it digitally. You want to actually get it out there in an email or an application, something like that. You can create a custom link. So for example, if you wanted to send a link to Coastal Carolina University because you wanted them to see your profile, you can find out their email, you can create a custom link, and if they click on that link, not only will you be able to see how many views it gets, but you know that Coastal Carolina is directly viewing your profile. So it's a great way to see the engagement of who's viewing you and how many times they are viewing you. The third way, and this is for you teachers and counselors out there and parents, you can share with a mentor or parent. So if you have someone you trust, if you want someone to kind of act as a beacon of light for you to really understand how to build a good profile and showcase yourself, you can add a mentor to your account. You just get their email address, they get an invite, and then they're connected to your account, and they have view-only access of your profile and your dashboard. You can add as many mentors as you like. That's the profile. Let's go check out the dashboard. So again, the dashboard is taking all this information Taylor put in her profile, and it's going to work for you. So we're starting to break down things like your ACT score. It's starting to show her, hey, you know, your ACT scores are decent, but they could be better. Here's what they are based on the national averages. So now we're really showing you how you stack up. We're also connecting you with tools, majors, and jobs out there based on your areas of interest. So you can do a lot of really cool exploration right at the drop of a hat after you build your profile. Show of hands, who here has applied or will be applying for scholarships? Looking for them? Awesome, okay. Is it fun? Yay or no? You can do one or the other. Is it fun looking for scholarships? Yeah, that's not good. I agree with you. So what we've done is we've partnered with an organization called Red Kite. And Red Kite represents about $20 billion in scholarship money out there right now. And what they're doing is Red Kite's looking at Taylor's profile and saying, Taylor, based on the information in your profile, you qualify with over $1.8 million in scholarships right now. So Taylor can say like, wow, I had no idea that much money was out there available. She can view her matches. And these are just a few of the 292 total matches today she has. And these are scholarships that, again, she qualifies for. She's not searching for these, she knows she qualifies. So she can click on any one of these and start applying immediately because she already fits the criteria for that scholarship. So we're finding scholarships and matching them up with you based on your profile. You're welcome. I'll tell you, we wish we had that more in high school, that's another thing. The resume would have been pretty cool, but the scholarship would have been even better. This is also where we're starting to match it with organizations. So just like you're showcasing yourself on STEM Premier, the colleges and companies want to showcase themselves as well. And you can check them all out. So you can click on this little magnifying glass and you can check out colleges and companies on the same level. Because what's really cool about this is, you know, before, in our time, it really was, hey, after high school, you're going to college. That's what you do. You know, but there really was, you didn't learn about the companies out there until you were almost done with, you know, your post-secondary education. So we said, why don't you see what companies have to offer right alongside colleges, so you can say, okay, I want to learn about BMW, and oh, they have a scholars program available to me. They'll pay for me while I go to work there, while I go to high school. They'll pay for my education afterwards, and then I'm working for BMW, one of the premier companies in the world. You know, all without a four-year degree. So that's the kind of stuff you can do. Going back to the dashboard, what's the important thing about this is this envelope right here. And if Taylor's profile is viewed, she's notified of it. If she's being followed, she's notified of it. If she gets a message, she's notified of it. So again, we enjoy that, as adults, we enjoy that ability with LinkedIn. Now we're giving that to you through STEM Premier. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna show you how you're identified on STEM Premier, because this is really cool and I don't want you to miss out on this. So, right now, we're logging into STEM Premier as if we're a company, right? Let's say we're Mercom, and we want to find the next generation of computer science and software development talent out here in this region. So I can go to search, and this is how I find you on STEM Premier. No, thank you. No, thank you. And you'll see all these categories to the left: location, state, college entrance, GPA, school. Did all these categories seem familiar? They seem like it's the same information you were filling out in your profile. So all the information in your profile can tag you to a search. So let's just say I want to find all students within, I don't know, let's say like 50 miles of Georgetown. We can say, okay, I want to find that talent. We'll set it at 50 miles and apply. So now what's happening is it's finding all the students on STEM Premier within 50 miles of Georgetown, South Carolina. So once you join STEM Premier, you're going to be in this search. What they can do now is you can map the students. These are all the students on STEM Premier within 50 miles of Georgetown. I can view their profile and direct message any one of them individually to start the conversation. Again, like a college coach would actually reach out to an athlete to start a conversation to begin the recruiting process. So, at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do, is we're making sure that we can have those stories and have those successes created by allowing you to get seen and connected with the organizations, both colleges and companies, at an earlier age. So by the time you are a senior, you have a much better idea of what's really out there and who really wants you. So we're looking forward to having you build your profiles. We're excited to have you on STEM Premier, and I'm sure the colleges and companies in this area they're looking forward to seeing what you got. So we thank you for having us.
We really appreciate this partnership with the school. You know, this has never been done before. And it's really one of these things where it's going to be as good as you take it. This is going to be the last time you'll see us. We'll be here to help. And we look forward to a long, long partnership with you guys, and hoping that your futures are better in your future with all of this great technology we're bringing here. So, Dr. Dosher, we're going to turn it over to you.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed that. I have to correct something Dr. Pringle said, because I don't want to make light of the football team, because y'all had an outstanding year. Third round of the playoffs. Where are the football players? Let's give them a round. Let me just say this, Carvers Bay football is back. You know, we were close, had a few little injuries that kept us from proceeding. But also, I want to compliment the band, any band members in there. State finals. Don't forget the volleyball team. Third round, Coach Baker. And I have it from good authority from Coach Mez that he's promised a state championship basketball. And if he can't do it, Coach Tucker, the girls' team is going to do it. But probably one that I'm very proud of, the math team. Any math team members out there? Second place at Francis Marion this week. Congratulations. Now I can brag about that because that's my home, Francis Marion. And Dr. Pringle, now I know why they don't want to include us in the PD, because they don't want us to come out there and beat all those PD schools when we have competitions. We have to force our way in there. Congratulations to your hard work. First of all, I want to thank you for coming. Thank you for your good attention and behavior this morning. Georgetown County, we're never sitting still. We're always trying to improve. I want to thank STEM Premier for their hard work, but I can tell you another initiatives that we're going to have fairly soon is additional technology. I see Ms. Paris Singleton out there expanding the K classes, more offering, and I'm really seriously thinking about starting for the first time in one of the few schools in the state, Z-Space here. Anybody know what Z-Space is? We demoed that at Waccamaw on a lab, a trailer. That's a 3D interactive science lab. And it's more than science, it's fairly expensive, but it brings us into the 21st century. You know what 3D is. You put the glasses on, it actually comes out to you. No more frogs or dissecting animals. I know the animal rights people would appreciate that, but you also can do molecular biology, automobile engines, anything you can think of, and you just reach out and touch it. This is going to be very interesting. I hope to do that this spring, and I think we may start right here at Carvers Bay High School. So I'm making that announcement to you. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the opportunities you have. Our team works very hard to bring these opportunities for you. I can tell you, in any job that you have, I always say to people, let me see your resume. And a lot of them don't have that. So you have to have a good resume with good credentials, and you have to build on that all the time. Dr. Pringle, where did she leave? I'm just thinking where we could be if we had a great resume. So that's beyond us now. We're working on retirement letters, but I thank you for all you do. Have a great day. I'm so proud of Carvers Bay High School and all the work you do, and I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year too. Thank you.
So who's ready to get started? Yeah. Oh, come on. That's so cool. I'm sitting in the crowd, super jealous of the incredible opportunity you have with this program. So make the most of it and go and have yourselves a good day doing it. And at this time, I'd like everybody to rise as the Carvers Bay High School Marine Corps Junior ROTC retires the colors.